me get this right, gentlemen. One of you can answer that. You've got the national authority here, that's the Teaching Services Commission, of which you guys are representing here. You also have delegated the education as a provincial function. And there are channels of reporting that appear cumbersome, appear difficult. Can somebody go through that very, very briefly on, particularly if I want to discipline a teacher, or if you want to discipline a teacher? What is the process there?
The process is quite long.
Yeah.
And within that long process, there are sub-processes and a number of system operators. And when you have that, a complex system, there is always bound to be some errors in the process. For instance, the discipline of teachers. Disciplinary manual that the Commission had produced and distributed to all the provincial education authorities, as well as various institutions within the national education system, clearly showing the process in which discipline of a teacher is administered. And we would expect that to be done. Now, at the provincial level, if a teacher is, performance coming into question, then the appropriate person to investigate or to make an assessment is the standard officer. And also the site leader. They can report the matter to the provincial education authority, and then the teacher, if they think that the teacher, there is a case for a teacher, then that matter is referred to the provincial education board, disciplinary committee, to make a recommendation. Only make a recommendation, and that recommendation is submitted to the Teaching Service Commission to make a decision.
Okay, but does that system work? Do teachers get disciplined if they step out of line?
Well, as I said, the process is such that if the process
there is a process there, but I'm just wondering whether it works. Whether
yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
It does. It does work and it does not work.
Okay.
It does work when we intervene.
All right.
Simply because we want to make a teacher know that you've done wrong. You are alleged to have done wrong.
Right.
Right, and so you have a case. It doesn't work when it goes to the Provincial Education Board. The Education Board sits on it. As I speak, I've just had the lawyers to come in and present to me the cases that I have that are outstanding, for me to say, come on, NCD, these are outstanding cases if you have not dealt with. You better deal with them immediately. Right. And so, it goes on like that. And then as of last year, that authority is now also vested in the CEO of the District Development Authority.
All right.
Right, who can discipline a teacher, but even if they do it, it will still have to go to the provinces, Provincial Education Board, who does the decision, a recommendation. Now, if the teacher is aggrieved, is not happy with the decision or the recommendation, say, for argument's sake, for termination or a demotion or a cut in salary, then they appeal to the commission. We have a teaching service discipline committee, which deals with it, and that decision is final.
Have you Seg teachers?
Yes, we have.
You have.
How
many do you do that a year?
If that is reported to us, and we think that there is a case to be where the teacher warrants them. We do. In 2014, we terminated one over in Bougainville and had 2 teachers demoted. And I remember another case where, look, we always believe in the Constitution that calls for natural justice.
Sure.
Natural justice has got to, and the case must be dealt with, and the teacher must be given every opportunity to defend themselves, in whether it be at the disciplinary committee or even at the teaching service discipline committee. And so, natural justice is what we want.
Teachers are very important people, no doubt about that. They're very, very important, but they've also got to work. They've also got to show that they're in there because they possess certain qualities that the country, that the community needs. I had Oro Governor Gary Jufa here on the program, in fact, just the other day, and he talked about going to a certain area where he looked for the headmaster, and the headmaster was right next to him chewing betel nut, and he couldn't believe that. So you have cases like that. What do you do there then? Teachers who are out of classroom chewing betel nut, doing things other than the classroom work?
I mean, in the first instant, what the teacher had done is already putting the teaching profession into disrepute by being out there and chewing bitten out when they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
And if I was Governor Jerry Jufa, I'd turn around and simply instruct an inspector to go and have him, or not, I mean not arrested, but have him dealt with or reprimanded or something. Yeah,
absolutely. Also this year, you're meeting with the union members, and I think working out. Well, the union will, of course, will always want benefits for their teachers and things like that. How is that going to be? Maybe with the chairman, can you?
We have started looking at what we need to do as the employer,
right.
To look at terms and conditions, and then we will prepare to meet with the union. Of course, as usual, union will come with the logo claims, and we will look at the logo claims, negotiate, and then if we reach an agreement, we have a deal. That's one important task for the Commission. And the other important task for the Commission is to implement the Parliamentary Referral Committee report, recommendations, sometimes referred to as a guiding report. So we will be looking at implementing that, and we have captured some of the recommendations in our corporate plan, 2016-2020, to begin implementing the recommendations.
Okay, okay. Gentlemen, you are teachers yourselves.
Yes,
your background, you are teachers yourselves.
Yes, we are.
So obviously, okay, in your time and what's happening today, quick comparison, 30 seconds, quick comparison, how are we doing?
From when I was to now, I left my job, I was committed. Teachers at that time were committed, they knew exactly what to do, they knew when to go, and they are, but at that time as well, government services were at hand.
Yes.
Teachers in rural isolated places were transported to the schools before school started, and they were receiving their pay on time, they were paid their correct salary. And mind you, I enjoyed my job. I really did.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And what about you, Chairman?
19 years as teacher, 6 years as education advisor in the province, 6 years as a principal advisor with the Teaching Service Commission, and now the chairman. The experiences that we've gone through has not changed much. But because we have changes over the years as we
As a
move
country,
on, due to global changes, and we must meet with those issues. We're looking at some of the basics, things that were done right in the past and not now. How could we revisit and fix up? And this is the area that we are focusing on.
Small things, but fundamental things. Fundamentals. All right, gentlemen, we are running out of time. I want to thank you very much for coming on to the program.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for PNG Tonight.
Baron Sori and Samson Wangahomi of the PNG Cheating Service Commission. The two men also spoke of ghost names on teacher payrolls, where millions of kina have basically been stolen over the years. Furthermore, some teachers have devised illegal transfers themselves, creating duplication and confusion. Mr. Sori and Wangahomi hope to return to PNG tonight with specific details soon. We certainly look forward to that. Our pottery story coming up.